This video will walk you through the steps to create an interactive video in PlayPosit. First, we need to log into PlayPosit. You have two options. You can log in with Google or you can use your district email and password. I'm going to log in with Google. And once you get to your home screen in PlayPosit, you will see bulbs that you have already created if you have any pre-created bulbs. A bulb is the term that PlayPosit uses for an interactive video. So if you have no bulbs, this area will be empty. So we have the option of creating a new bulb from scratch, or we could choose a pre-made bulb. So we're going to look at the pre-made bulb options. So I have two options. I can go into all of PlayPosit where all the videos that are pre-made are stored, or I can just go into my community, which would be just the videos from teachers within the district. So I'm going to go to all of their videos and I'm going to search for a specific video. I'm looking for the Sammer model. I can change what grade level I'm looking at, the subjects in that screen as well. Okay, so I'm going to choose a video by clicking on it. Over here I have some options. I can copy the bulb. I can look at other bulbs this person has made. I can preview the bulb before I copy it. I can also view a PDF of the questions that they have within the bulb. So I'm going to copy it. And then that bulb should appear in my bulbs. There are two other folders we should look at over here on the left-hand side. The first one is the Classes tab. If I go into that, I will see all of my courses that appear in Schoology. And I can click on one of those courses and I can see all of the bulbs that I have assigned to that class. I can also see the scores for when the students complete the bulbs. I also have a Units tab. Within the Units tab, I can organize all of my bulbs. So I can organize by class, by topic, and to add a new unit, I just click on the New button, scroll down to Unit, click, and add a title. So finally, we are ready to create a new bulb. So I'm going to click on New, and I'm going to click on Bulb. So when it brings up this screen, I can decide how I would like to find my video. So I can either type in a URL, I can upload an MP4 or MP3 from my desktop, or I can search in YouTube. So I'm going to click on Search, and I would like to look for a growth mindset video. And I'm going to click on Search. And I have a group of videos come up, and I can choose the one that I would like to use. I think I'll use this one. And now I can click on Add. And it's going to add it to my library. And it brings me to the screen where I can begin editing my bulb. The first thing I like to do is to add a name to my bulb. So I go into the three-dot menu. I click on Settings, and I'm going to give the bulb a title. So we'll do Growth versus Fixed Mindset. And I'm going to give it a learning objective. Can you determine your mindset? I also have a few other options here as well. I can change some settings. I can allow the viewers to rewind during the video if they want to go back and find an answer. I can allow them to skip questions or fast forward. I can also allow them to retake it. So when I'm done on this screen, I go down and just click the Close button. So now we're ready to add some interactive content to our bulb. So we're going to click on the orange button and three options appear. I can delete the video and start over. I can trim the video. That means I can crop the video either at the beginning or the end by dragging these sliders. I can also add an internal crop segment, meaning I can crop within the video if there's part of the video that I don't want the kids to see or it's not important to my content. When I'm done cropping the video, I just click on Exit Crop Mode. The third item is to add a question, and that's where I'm going to begin. I'd like to add some questions. So I play the video, and when I get to a point in the video that I would like to add a question, I just click on that Add Question button. So you can see that there are quite a few question types that I have to choose from. The multiple choice, check all, and fill in the blank questions are all scored by the program. The other questions are scored by the teacher. So I'm going to start with a fill in the blank question. So I see, when I start typing, I see a menu here, and it gives me a few options, quite a few options for editing my question. So I can edit by cutting, pasting. I can insert an image, a link, special character, an equation if it's a math video, source code if you're using something like LaTeX. I can also format. I can insert a table. One of the really important features, I think, in the edit mode is the ability to add audio or upload images. And I think that's very helpful if you've got a second language learner where they might benefit from hearing the sentence as well as reading it, or if you've got kids that might benefit from having a picture to help them understand the words as well. So I'm going to type in my question. So I have my question. The two types of mindset are, and I need to put in some blanks. So I click on this box right here, the fill in the blank. And then I need a second one as well. Okay, and so down here you'll see that there is space for two answers because I have two blanks. So when you're here, you want to make sure that you type in all the possible types and combinations of answers that the kids could give that you find acceptable. So I have two phrases that I will accept. So it's growth, and also I would accept growth mindset. And then for the second one, I would accept fixed and fixed mindset. So again, you want to add all of the possibilities because the computer will be grading this for you and it will be using what you tell it. All right, when I am finished, I can save this question and I'm ready to move on to the next one. So now I'm ready to add another question. This time I'd like to add a free response question. So when my video gets to the place that I'd like to add the question, I'm going to click right there, add a question. I'm going to add a free response question. And in this case, all I have to do is type in the question. I don't have to type in any answers because this is something that I will have to grade. The computer does not grade it for you. So my question is, what is a fixed mindset? Okay, you'll see that there's the same formatting menu. That menu is available for all the questions, so you're able to add the text and the audio and the formatting to any of the question types. So I'm going to save this question. And I'd also like to add another question alongside this one. So if I go over to the three dots, I see that I have some options. I can edit the question. I could change the point value. I could duplicate or add a question before or after. And I would like to add a similar question at the same time, so I'm going to duplicate the question because I only need to change one word. So I'm going to add in the word growth. So what is a growth mindset? So I'm going to save that question as well. Okay, so I'm going to add one last type of question. I'm going to add a multiple choice question. And again, I have that edit menu. So my question is, who is the Stanford professor who coined the term growth mindset? And I need to add some answer options. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've added my 3 answer choices, and I'm going to click the correct one. That would be Carol Dweck. And then I have these other 2 incorrect answers, and I have some options. So I'm going to go over here to the cogwheel, and I can give feedback when they choose the incorrect answer. So I can say, let's review that part. So here's a really interesting feature of PlayPosit. I can jump back to a place of the video to have the kids review what they missed or what they didn't understand. So if I look over here, I can actually link not only to this video, but if I had other videos in a set here, I could link and jump to one of those videos. But I'm just going to jump for now within my video. So I just take this green slider and I move it back to where in the video the correct answer appeared. And that way the kids can jump back and they can see that in part of the video again. So I just click on confirm location. And now I have that jump, and I can repeat it also for the second incorrect answer. And when I'm done, I just click save. Now that I'm finished editing my video, I have several options to finish my video. First of all, I can preview my video, and that means that I would see the video as my students will see it. I strongly suggest that you preview the video before finishing. I could also share the URL for my video. I could monitor the scores from here. But most importantly, in this 3-dot menu, you'll remember that this was our settings menu. At the very bottom is a save and finish button. And that's one that will save your video and import it into your library as a finished product. So I'm going to click Save and Finish. And now I can see that a copy of my bulb has appeared in my library, and it's ready to go, ready to be added in as an assignment in Schoology.